feeling?
I'm okay. I'm just tired.
Like more than normal?
No, it's pretty steady. Just tired all around now. Just a sloth.
So we put up a question box on Instagram a few days ago for anyone who had any questions about what it's like being pregnant in Thailand. Obviously, I'm not going to answer any of those questions because I have no idea. But I counted, we got almost 50 questions. So there's a lot of people wondering a lot of stuff. So, do you want to answer a couple?
Yeah, let's do it. See if I can provide some sort of value in my dazed state at the moment.
What is the best and worst part of being pregnant?
Well, the worst part I think would just be like energy levels. Like you really have to slow down. Well, I guess for me, pregnancy is different for everyone, so I'm just answering how I've witnessed it. The amount of things that I can get done in a day is very minimal compared to what I was doing before, which is like a pro and a con. Maybe I was pushing it, like hustling a bit too much, but so it's kind of been practice slowing down and doing less in my day and like listening to my body more. So I do get frustrated though when there's things I want to get done and I just do not have any energy to do it. The best part has been, I don't know, it's brought you and I closer. It's been pretty amazing. Becoming parents together has been really special experience, like something that we're getting ready for. It's been really amazing. And just feeling myself becoming a mother is like a pretty crazy experience. Yeah, it's beautiful. I feel like I'm doing something that I didn't realize I always wanted to really do, and what I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense.
Are you going back to Australia or Canada for the birth or staying in Thailand?
We are staying in Thailand for everything, for postpartum, the entire pregnancy. Well, most of the pregnancy will be here. Giving birth at hospital in Hua Hin.
Someone asked, they said, I got advised from my doctor to wait 3 months after being in Thailand before getting pregnant. What would that be?
Maybe to adjust to the food and the water, and just, I always notice every time you and I've like moved to another country, there is those few months that you got to like adjust just to the way of life, to the temperature, the everything, like your entire environment, to adjust to it. So I can kind of understand that.
Are you planning on traveling with the baby, or are you planning on staying in Lloyd?
100% traveling with the baby. Lloyd and I plan on sharing everything that we love with this baby and not stopping things that we love just because we're having a baby. I think it's really important to share the things that you love so that your baby can love them too.
Somebody asked healthcare system in Thailand compared to Australia, but I guess we can compare it to Australia and Canada.
So, okay, I'll start with Canada. Comparing to Canada, I have not lived in Canada for 10 years, like didn't go to the doctor while we were there or anything either, so things could be quite different. I always felt that the hospitals that I had gone to were a bit overpopulated, and it sort of felt like you were always getting rushed in and rushed out as quickly as possible.
Probably public hospitals, eh?
Yeah, public hospitals, I guess. Healthcare is free in Canada for most people, I think. I don't know if that's still the case actually, but
I think it's subsidised. I think well, in Australia you get like a percent, most of it back, but it's not completely free.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know if it's the same in Canada.
I can't remember. It's been too long, but I always just felt real anxious, and maybe that was just something personal from my past or something. Like I never felt comfortable in hospitals, and to be honest, I had quite bad anxiety with doctors and surgeries and that type of thing, and I've never had surgery or broken a bone or anything like that, so I'm not sure where the phobias come from. But so far our experience in the hospital in Thailand compared to Australia and Canada has been really pleasant. Like the hospital here in Hua Hin, very quiet, super clean, very efficient. I just like, it's almost like a 5-star like hotel type vibe. It's got a really nice cafe in it. The rooms are meant to be immaculate, like a really nice hotel, and the doctors, everyone's been very friendly and welcoming, so I kind of have gotten over that phobia, and I don't feel like any sort of worry or wishing that I'd be somewhere else. I'm really, really happy with the hospital here.
Somebody asked, are you being extra careful with your diet? Being in Thailand.
Extra careful with I wouldn't say I already am quite careful. After my scare that I had with the parasite that I got in Vietnam, if you've been following our channel, you probably heard of that. Since then, I've been very mindful of what I eat and how things make me feel, and cleanliness, that sort of thing. So I haven't had to change very much in that regard, and I've kind of gotten over that anxiety as well. I know what makes me feel good and what doesn't, and that's different for everybody, so I kind of just go off what I know makes me feel a certain way.
Okay, and someone asked, do you have names picked out?
Yes, but we're not sharing.
Yeah.
Can all wait. Weather just changed so fast. We're actually on our way to Bangkok at the moment. We're going to be meeting up with one of our friends. This is our first time having a visitor since we've moved to Thailand, which is really exciting. His name's Tuvi. He's that friend whose laugh is funnier than the joke. So we're really excited to see him. It's been a long time. We've actually been trying to convince him to start a YouTube channel, so he's actually going to be on into this vlog or maybe the next one, I'm not sure, so he can get a feel for it. But tell him down in the comments that he should start one, if you think he should, because we think he should. We think he's really funny. This is our usual spot that we stay in because we love the location that it's in. The food is really good here. This hotel is called the Ember. We've stayed here before. We'll leave the link to them down in the description if you're interested. It's so close to Khao San Road, and like so many other restaurants and so many other things are walking distance from here. So yeah, it's a good spot to stay. Looks like the rain's held up, so we're gonna go get some food, I think.
Okay, so this question we've been asked by like 5 different people, and that is, does your insurance cover maternity, and also does it cover the baby? The answer is yes. So we're with Safety Wing Nomad Insurance and have been for 2.5 years, since the day we left Australia. And actually, we can add the baby onto our insurance plan, our Nomad insurance plan, for absolutely no cost. Any child under 10 years old can go onto your Nomad insurance plan for free, which is awesome. As far as the maternity goes, they offer a separate insurance policy, which we have, so we're covered for that as well. But honestly, even if we weren't, it's so cheap, it's not a huge deal, but we're super happy that we are covered. But for Nomad Insurance, you've probably heard us mention them before. We've been using them since the day we left Australia, and we've had to use them a few times. We got dengue fever in Bali, which was horrible. We were in the hospital for like 2 weeks and had to get IV drips, and they covered everything. In Mexico, Mandy was like 5 minutes away from having to go to the ER because she was so sick, and I was able to ring them and they told me which hospital we could go to and which hospital we shouldn't go to so we wouldn't get ripped off. And they also just recently updated their claims process because I had to use them just a few days ago. And it's super simple. You can just jump on the website and make a claim within 5 minutes, as you can see on the screen now. And you get reimbursed for everything within a week. So everything's super simple. So we highly recommend Safety Wing Nomad Insurance for anybody traveling anywhere because we've been using them for years and we wouldn't travel without them. Baby hungry?
Always. Here.
Did we have pad thai last time?
No. And we had cassowary chicken last time we were here, and it was incredible. But unfortunately, the baby doesn't like cassowary chicken.
Yeah, that sucks, actually. For you.
No sympathy ever.
No. All the food is really good. You can't really go wrong. And for such a nice place, it's not expensive. It's like 200 baht for a pad thai, which, I mean, it's more than you'd pay on the street, obviously, but it's still pretty good.
You're paying extra for the vibe, and I think the chef is very well trained as well.
You hungry, eh?
Yeah, that was so good.
Okay, I got a couple more questions here. Actually, there's heaps more, so we'll see how many we can get through. Someone asked, how many weeks pregnant are you?
16 now.
16. Okay, so someone asked the cost and the differences between private and public hospitals, and do they speak English? I couldn't tell you how much the public hospitals cost because we've only been to the private hospital in Hua Hin, which is Bangkok Hospital. But honestly, that's not even expensive. I think the first ultrasound we got, it was less than $100. And then yeah, they all speak English. So pretty much every doctor at this hospital has fluent English, and I'm pretty sure most of them actually were educated in the US. It's very, very expat and foreigner friendly. When you walk in, you'll see a lot of expats there. So it's not as if we're just walking into a foreign hospital where no one understands us. It's actually been really good.
A lot of the questions that I'm seeing are pretty fear-based, just asking if I'm scared of different things. To be completely honest, my opinion on this is that having a baby is quite a spiritual experience, and if you're not spiritually connected or connected to your religion or just something to keep you grounded, I think you'd be a lot more fearful and be a lot more scared. But because I do believe in God, I don't fear as many things. So I do recommend not trying to be pushy or anything, but to try and connect with yourself spiritually or religiously before having a child, because it does relieve you of a lot of worries and fears, and just having faith in the process and just focusing on what you can control and not what you can't.
Someone asked, is it true in Thailand they want you to have a cesarean, also they don't give epidural on natural birth, so non-cesarean, I guess?
No, that's not true. I have heard and read that they are a bit quicker to jump to doing cesarean, but if they're very responsive to whatever your requests are, so you just have to voice what you want. beforehand, I think, and they seem to be very like willing to oblige and do what you want and what your requests are. But I think you just need to say it and state it.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend here as well with a lot of I think there's a bit of a misconception that like Thailand is different to like Western countries and that they somehow force certain things on you when you're in the hospital or when you're giving birth. That's not the case at all. We've been having conversations with our doctor, who's really good, and asking her a lot of questions. And like at the end of the day, like every single decision is on us. Whatever we want to do is on us. There's nothing that gets forced on you here in Thailand at all. Like we've done our research, we've asked the doctor. She's even started bringing up vaccinations for Mandy, and like every single thing is your choice. There is no like hard and fast rules where they push anything on you in Thailand. It's exactly the same as back home. So if that's something that concerns you, like don't worry about it. Someone asked, did doctors advise you on any supplements to take during pregnancy?
Yes. I'm taking calcium, B6, I think just a is it a B vitamin as well? Magnesium,
yeah.
And then a prenatal multivitamin that has everything in it. I recommend if you're even considering getting pregnant in like the next year, I was told to start taking the prenatal like now. It actually will help increase your chances of falling pregnant, and lucky for Lloyd and I, it happened on the first try, so I don't know if maybe that had something to do with it, but it is good to start loading up on those minerals, especially because I read that after giving birth it takes 2 years for your body to replace all the minerals and everything after giving birth, so it's really important to up your levels and that type of thing.
I've got a question here that says, what's your long-term life goal with raising a baby, school, family, etc.? I mean, long-term goals are kind of hard to plan out, but at the moment we're in a place that's like really good to have a baby. Honestly, I'm so glad we picked it because it's really affordable. Our cost of living is so low and the quality of life is really good. And even like things like childcare and like cleaners and getting help when we need it, even though we don't have family around, is going to be really accessible for us here in Thailand. Schooling, I don't know. We go back and forth with schooling. That's probably something over the next couple of years that we're going to have to really figure out and do a bit of research on.
More like keep an eye on it, because the way that education is right now, I'm really not impressed with it. Public education, I guess, for the most part. So we'd really, have to do our research into what's being taught at certain schools in order to send our kids there. Homeschooling is also an option. It's very accessible to anybody at the moment and would suit our lifestyle more, but this is something that we're going to keep researching and learning about as we become parents and these things come up more.
Yeah, the whole point of us doing what we've been doing for the last few years is so we could have a family and have kids and not just like chuck them into daycare and then go to work every day and then put them in school and
never see.
I don't know if we're gonna be what you would call traditional parents, but maybe stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason that we want to have kids is because we want to raise them. We don't want to pay someone else to do it. Like, we want to figure out how we can create as much time to put as much energy into our own kids, which I think is how it used to be. And we're trying to figure out a way to make that happen.
Yeah, and right now we're focusing on just building the best environment possible and being around good people and family, of course, as well. So that's our long-term goal, I guess. We just went for a walk down Kosan Road with our buddy Tuvi after having a couple of drinks on the rooftop, and we worked up a bit of an appetite and ordered way too much food. Look at this thing. Mango sticky rice with coconut ice cream on a croffle.
That hits everything. That's the full package. Wow.
We're gonna eat this and go to bed, I think, because I'm already full, but I can't not eat that. It's so good.
Wow. Yeah.